Yeah, what is going on, guys? It's Manny, and today I'm going to be bringing you a Fortress Defense tier list. Now, I'm actually making two separate tier lists, one for outfield defenders as well as one for final room defenders, and for any ninja that's in A or above, I'm going to be doing a kind of a recommended kit for you to use on defense in the outfield, because I feel like that's where most of you guys want to know who are the best ninjas, what kit you should use, yada yada yada. So without further ado, let's get right on into the tier list. So in double S tier we have Kabuto, um, Kage Naruto, Shisui Uchiha, as well as EMS Sasuke for me. These four are absolutely like top quality when it comes to defense. Now, I have made, as you can see, bang, a recommended kit for the boys. So the beautiful thing about Kabuto is, as you can see, you only need two ninjutsu, and those two ninjutsu are the poison puddle as well as his 3-star paralyzing snake. That's all you need. I do not recommend equipping the chakra blade because it kind of messes up with his AI. It'll give like subs and mains a opening where they can just actually attack Kabuto, whereas this combination of jutsu don't allow the main or subs to have much of an opening, and if you do make a mistake in Kabuto, you will die to this poison jutsu because it's absolutely menacing. Obviously, he only has one ultimate. You don't actually need Kabuto's ultimate, which is like the beauty about Kabuto. Like, you can literally just not have this ultimate and just have these two jutsu, and Kabuto is still going to do pretty much the exact same thing he does as always. Pretty sure most of you have died to a Kabuto once in your life, so yeah. Secondly, Hokage Naruto. Now, a lot of people always ask, and I don't know why, but I guess like people in the lower tiers don't really know, but like, why is Hokage Naruto so good? Because like, if you have Hokage Naruto and using his old kit, useless, absolutely useless. As you can see, you're gonna need the Shadow Clone Jutsu and the Rasen Shuriken to make this Hokage Naruto become an absolute monster. So these clones do ridiculous amounts of damage as well as knock you down each hit. This Rasen Shuriken slows you down, and pretty much you just become an immovable target for Hokage Naruto. He can just keep wailing on you with all these jutsu that knock you down and whatnot. He's got an iframe as well, so like, you can't recklessly just go for the ult. You gotta like wait for this iframe to be used, and then you can like go for the ult. Like, he's kind of like an ult on site target because he's just so annoying to deal with. Like, he's yellow as well, so he's got high defense, just super annoying. He does have two ultimates now. Unfortunately, Hokage Naruto's ultimate isn't that amazing, so it doesn't really matter which one you have because he's not really going to be killing too many people with his ultimate. Like, his kit alone should be able to just murder most people on defense. Now, EMS Sasuke. His re-kit honestly has made him super beast mode. Like, ultimates aside, like, both of them are actually pretty good. Obviously, his old ultimate, not the re-kit ultimate, his old ultimate is a full tile, so it's a bit better to have. But I mean, the re-kit jutsus have made him an absolute menace. The sword slash is kind of a must because not only is it an iframe, it does crazy knockback and it does damage over time. But now with the introduction of his new little paralyzing slash combo thing, it has a chance to paralyze the enemy, it does damage over time, and it gives EMS an attack buff. Like, this is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Combine that with his new defense down jutsu, which is a quicker initiation, and it also does damage over time. So EMS used to only be like a really thick menace because he's yellow and he had high defense. With his old jutsu, he had two iframes and defense down. He was more of a nuisance to deal with, if anything. But now EMS has an attacking threat. Like, he can actually kill you now. He can defense down you, damage over time you, paralyze you while you got defense down, and just finish you off with whatever jutsu that you have equipped on EMS. Like, this is the beauty of EMS. You've got so many jutsu to work with. You can build him like, I don't know, you can build him double defense down, and the the paralyzed to ensure you got the defense down, and then making sure that EMS just wails on you and does crazy amounts of damage. You can build in double iframe to be more of a nuisance or whatnot. But I recommend the triple damage over time kit, because not only does it have like a quick iframe, it just has a lot of kill potential, and yeah, absolute monster. EMS has become an absolute monster. Shisui Uchiha. Where is a tier list without Shisui Uchiha being at the top? Shisui is just an absolute monster. Full tire ultimate that gives him 10 seconds of invincibility. Like, okay. As well as, like, people underestimate his Riki ultimate. This ultimate has such a quick initiation that by the time you realize Shisui is using the ultimate, you're already dead. Like, it's so hard to time an iframe versus this ultimate, just because of how quick it goes off. And I mean, what else needs to be said? This teleport gives him evasion. Super dangerous when he's got evasion, especially in the revive tile when he's just revived, because if you touch Shisui, he's going to ult you back. Now these two I've got obviously in bigger pictures than the rest of the kit, because these two I feel like are the important jutsus to have. Like, these kunais are basically a mini shotgun that do damage over time, and it just hits like an absolute truck. And obviously the evasion is super important on Shisui because it makes him very annoying to deal with. Your third jutsu can be optional, whatever you fancy, whatever works in your tile that you have Shisui. You know, he's got Halo Dance, maybe the teleporting poke, or his slash. Either or work, but you need to have the kunais and you need to have the teleport, and obviously an ultimate for Shisui to be this Gucci gang. So, done with the double S tier. Let's move on to the S tier. Now in S tier, I have your boy Darui. Darui is Gooch, as well as Obito Uchiha, Sasuke Wandering Ninja. Where's he? Here he is. Sasuke Wandering Ninja, as well as Itachi Uchiha and Caleb Naruto. Alright, so let's get into these boys. Where is my S tier? Shabai. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this new type of format that I am doing. These little tier lists. Comment down below if you enjoy it, and if you want me to do more like this, then leave a like as always. And yeah, anyway, let's go into Darui. As you can see, your boy Darui. This 3-star sword slash is just an absolute joke. It hits just, it can take off like half HP of like tanks. It's so stupid. The amount of damage output that Darui has is ridiculous. On top of having 2 paralyzing jutsus is just absolutely amazing. This one not guaranteed, however this one is guaranteed. But I mean, 2 jutsus that have AoE chances to paralyze is really dangerous, as well as, you know, the sword slash giving him an attack buff and defense buff, making him a bit more bulky. So he can sometimes take out 2-3 ninja in the same tile when they will fly into his tile. His ultimate, of course, I mean, it's not that relevant. I didn't even bother putting laser circus because, like, honestly, the ultimate isn't too relevant on Darui, because majority of the time Darui's going to kill with just his raw jutsu. But I mean, having either ultimate, Black Panther, or the laser circus, either or is fine. And yeah, Darui, absolute monster. Now Obito. My boy Obito went from literally an F tier ninja to S tier, like in so many categories, and it's really ridiculous. So on defense, you don't even need to have the new ult. You can just have the old ult. Either ult is pretty decent. I feel like the old ult you might need at like maybe level 3 just to guarantee the kill. However, if you have the new ult, you're pretty much saucy. You're good to go. Like, it's absolutely amazing. Both full tile ultimates, and he's pretty squishy, so sometimes he can get it off. Majority of the time, probably not. He's either going to kill or not going to kill and just die. But the main killer jutsu, the giant shuriken. So this giant shuriken does ridiculous amounts of damage when they are sealed. So he works really, really well with the Genjutsu trap, as well as just having a bunch of seal traps in Obito's tile. Because this giant shuriken is basically like, think of it as Darui sword slash, but like it already has the attack buff when they're sealed. It pretty much can like take off over half health on like any tanks when they're sealed and whatnot. Comboed by the sprigs, which slow them down, which make enemies the AI, they can't really like run away or do much to you, as well as the fact they're being sealed. And he has a damage over time jutsu, which is pretty saucy. Now, I do not really recommend the iframe jutsu outfield, because it kind of just makes Obito teleport around, and it makes him less threatening, because like he could be on your way to kill you and then just teleport out the way. So my recommended kit would definitely be this giant shuriken. You need this giant shuriken for him to be anywhere in this tier. If you don't have this jutsu, he's not that good. But if you do have this, then yeah, you should recommend putting Obito in that fortress defense of yours. Moving on to Sasuke, Wandering Ninja. Again, absolute menace. This is the main jutsu, the shuriken jutsu. If you don't have this jutsu, I would not recommend using Sasuke on defense. But with that being said, this shuriken jutsu, what more do I need to say? AoE paralysis multi-hit, absolute major threat, major threat, followed by this defense down jutsu and Almighty push. I mean, if he paralyzes you, defense is down, and then uses some regular attacks, Almighty push, you're more than likely to be screwed. Like this Sasuke, absolute threatening menace. Both these ultimates are also pretty good on defense. I would recommend the re-kit if you do have the re-kit one, because the range is slightly better. But I mean, if you have either or, it's fine. The ultimate isn't too important, but you know, these jutsu are the source. I mean, this shuriken, again, you're gonna have to see you see a common theme. Obito shuriken, Sasuke shuriken, and moving on to the next ninja, Itachi Uchiha's shuriken. The shuriken jutsus are not a joke. They are not a joke. They are just crazy in terms of DPS. As you can see, my Itachi Uchiha that I'm showing you right now only has 2 ninjutsu. And keep in mind, I cannot stress this enough, only, and I cannot recommend a better kit than just only these 2 jutsu. Only Mangekyo Sharingan and the Shotgun Shuriken. These 2 are a must have and nothing else. I mean, obviously, if you do have an ultimate, then yeah, Yasuke Bead or Tsukiyomi. Either or is fine. Yasuke Bead is a bit better, but these 2 are a must. Do not, and I repeat, do not equip Yadamira or the teleport. Because what's going to happen is Itachi will MS, right? And then he's going to teleport or just Yadamira away. And by the time that he's done that, he's not going to have the shotgun right in front of their face. What you want to happen is him using MS, stunning them, and then regular attacking, and then bang, just shotgunning them. This is the combo you want. Do not equip any other jutsu on Itachi, or it will just screw up his combo. And that's why I feel like a lot of people, they're not really using Itachi correctly, because I do see a lot of Itachis on defense with Yadamira, which gives him kind of like an opening. Kind of like how I said with Kabuto, don't equip the Chakra Blade. Same thing with Itachi, don't equip the teleport. It just screws up his combo. So yeah, cannot stress enough, just these 2 jutsu. Last but not least, KLM Naruto. He is source monster. He is source monster right now. This ultimate is a bit but his old ultimate on defense, I mean, full tile, AoE, as well as it being, you know, a very long initiation. So like it's super weird to iframe this ultimate because it's really hard to time it. And I mean, with the introduction of this raw, giving him evasion, critical buff, it's just ridiculous. More so the evasion, because he can think about this. This bite gives him attack buff, defense buff, and then this raw is going to give him critical buff and evasion buff. So he's got 2 jutsu that pretty much give himself like a Shikamaru buff. And these are like humongously long iframes as well. On top of that, he's got a heal. So if you do any damage to him, he can just heal it all off. He's the ultimate time waster. The ultimate time waster. Like, you're gonna waste so much chakra trying to kill this guy. He's just triple iframe with evasion, is literally just so annoying to deal with. Super, super annoying. Like, if you don't ult him, you're gonna waste all your chakra. And if you ult him, you better time it correctly and wait for like him to use all three of these jutsu and then ult and hope he doesn't iframe or whatnot. Because if he iframes it, you're gonna be in for a hell of a time. But yeah, that is the S tier. That is done. Okay, so moving on to A tier. Now, this is going to be the last tier that I do cover, the recommended kits, because obviously I feel like most of you should have a lot of the ninjas in A tier or above. I will cover B and B plus and B tier in case you don't, but I won't be doing recommended kits because it's kind of self-explanatory at that stage. But anyway, V1 Naruto, not Sasuke, my bad, Itachi Uchiha again, Madara Uchiha, how can I forget? Danzo. Who else we got? We got the Kirin, Sasuke, and we have Shikamaru as well as Jiraiya-san. Am I missing anyone else? 2, 4. No, I think this is it. I think this is the source. So these boys. Let me get up the boom boom A tier. Shazam! As you can see, this is a bit jumbled, but work with me here. We'll start with Naruto. Again, Shadow Clone Jutsu, a crazy amounts of damage. Harem Jutsu does the stun. Now, I mean, unfortunately, the range on this stun is really bad. It's like one tile ahead of him, which is why he's not in S tier. Because if Naruto had a better stun, I could definitely see him in S tier still. However, because the stun is so short ranged, I've got to move him down. But I mean, I can't ignore the DPS that he has. This shotgun is ridiculous. Can kill you off the rip with like aromas as well. Like, oh my god. Sometimes you just land in his tunnel and you will just get smoked. Ultimate doesn't matter too much. You can have either or and have a lot of success. However, I will say, and I cannot stress again, I only have these two jutsu. As you can see, I don't have any of his other jutsu pictures because you don't need them. You straight up do not need them. Do not equip them. Only equip these two jutsu. Don't worry about the quote-unquote POW of Naruto. POW means nothing. Just look at the stats. If you have like 18k stats in attack on Naruto, yeah, he's gonna source. He's gonna source for you. Where should we go? Oh, where did it go? Technical difficulties. My bad. Okay, yeah. It's back up. Let's go on to Madara. Now, Madara has got two great ultimates. His meteor is almost full tile, and this slash is full tile. The meteor is multi-hit, the slash is single hit. So I mean, pick your poison. They're both still just menaces, absolute menaces. Now with Madara, as you can see, my recommended kit is the 2 5-star jutsus followed by either of the Susanos. However, you can do double Susanoo, maybe even the Uchiwa fan. I didn't get the picture, but Uchiwa fan's pretty decent because it does defense down. But I mean, if you want him outfield, like raw DPS in my opinion is definitely a lot better. And you know, the Great Flame, everybody knows how good this jutsu is, damage over time, good range, and this shotgun jutsu. His flame shotgun does immense amount of damage. And these knockbacks of these iframes of the Susanoo are also just, yeah, it can just make your day pretty annoying, because if you ult and he iframes, you just gotta deal with either damage over time or whatnot. And just, yeah, Madara is still pretty saucy. He's not in S tier again because he's not as threatening. He can't just kill you instantly like a lot of the other people in S tier can, but I mean, he's still very threatening. Moving on to my boy Sasori. As you can see again, only 2 jutsu because I cannot stress enough. You can only add these. You can only have these 2 jutsu on him because having other jutsus will again screw up with his combo. And your combo you want is this shotgun that knocks you down and poisons you, has a chance to, followed by the arms that just knock you back. This combo is extremely deadly. Both can poison as you as well, and like poison is just annoying to deal with. Ultimate doesn't matter too much, either or is fine. Just these 2 are the main jutsu you need to have on your boy Sasori. Again, he's only got that burst damage as a threat. So once you clear the whole tile, or if you go into a tile with your team, I mean, like, he's pretty easy to deal with. But if your subs fly into his tile, yeah, they're probably gonna struggle. Moving on to Itachi Uchiha, this is the yellow Itachi, of course, the tanky defensive one. I mean, again, look at this. Both these ultimate, either or is fine. Both are pretty good. But I mean, the damage over time on this flame, as well as possible chance to seal and slow you down, defense down, as well as double iframe. I mean, he's just annoying to deal with, to say the very least. You could spend a lot of time trying to kill this guy, and he could just be like iframing you, just annoying you. If you're careless, he can hit you with the fireball, and he might seal you. Might. It's a random chance, but I mean, if he does get it, like, you're just in a world of pain. He's yellow, like I said, so he's tanky, and he'll waste a lot of your chakra. So Tachi is still pretty saucy. Moving on to Kirin Sasuke. Obviously, both his Kirin ultimates, either or is fine. They're both slow initiation, which sounds ridiculous, but it takes a while for him to drop the Kirin. So both his ultimates aren't that saucy, but again, he's got that paralyze, kunai, chitty chitty bang bang aspect on him. So everybody knows this kunai just does crazy amounts of damage, a literal shotgun. And he's got 2 paralyzed jutsu, so if you do land his tile, he paralyzes you and then shotguns you. You're pretty much boned. Now, unfortunately, these parajutsus aren't 100%. If they were 100% paralyzed, I could see him move up a tier. However, if he doesn't get that paralyzed, then you're pretty much free to go and free to roam. And he's not that threatening, which is why, he's only an A tier. But I mean, these kunais are not to be messed with. Like, do not stand next to this Sasuke, because if he throws these kunais at you, your health will drop from 100% to 0%. Mark my words. Jiraiya, the pervy sage. So his ultimates both are really bad. I mean, everybody knows Rasengan's not too saucy in the game, but he is a yellow unit, so he's very thick. And these 2 jutsu have just ridiculous range. It's like quarter of the tile type range, or maybe even half tile in terms of length. Like, he confuses you, slows you down, damage over time with this fly jutsu, and confuses you with this sound sonic jutsu. I mean, he's super, especially with Genjutsu Trap, he's super annoying to deal with. And I mean, it can catch a lot of subs off guard, because like, people forget that his damage over time is large, so it actually takes off all your health if you get hit by it. So if your healers are dead and you get hit by this jutsu, you are pretty much boned. But yeah, Jiraiya is still saucy. He's still saucy. Moving on to Danzo. Now, Danzo, he's a bit of a weird one, because all 4 of his jutsu are like good to have. However, I haven't really found the correct combination of jutsus to equip, because both of these wind style jutsus, they both have like amazing damage output. This one has insane damage output, but this one goes through iframes and blocks projectiles, whereas this one only goes through iframes. But I mean, they're still both extremely dangerous. And then this Baku jutsu, we all know, is an iframe jutsu, which is just great to have on defense because it's just annoying to deal with. But this jutsu is also not to be frowned upon. I mean, it does slow down, it hits you multiple times, it also pierces through iframes. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, pick your poison, pick whatever jutsu you want to put on your Danzo, and see whatever works. Like, Danzo he's still pretty saucy, and unfortunately his Rika ultimate is useless, but this ultimate is very good. If he does manage to get it off, it is full tile, smokes everyone, and then he gives him the revive ability, so you're gonna have to kill him again. So yeah, he's just an absolute menace. Now the final ninja in A tier is going to be Shikamaru. Now obviously he's got this instacast ultimate that does seal, paralysis, and damage over time. Huge effect. So yeah, if you get bot by this, or if your subs get bot by this, they are pretty much boned. And he's actually got a pretty decent kit to complement this. He's got a medium defense down in his parachute, as well as a kunai shotgun jutsu that does pretty good damage. And I mean, you can guess, if you get stunned, sealed, and damaged over time, defense down, and a shotgun, yeah, your life's over. Your life is pretty much over. Now, as you can see, you might be thinking, where's Deidara? So Deidara only really has the full tile damage over time in jutsu, and once he's blown his ultimate, Deidara just becomes a non-threat, and a lot of mains can just iframe it, as well as a lot of subs can just heal off all this all these damage over time and whatnot. But Shikamaru is up here because obviously if the subs are sealed, they can't heal. So yeah, and then Shikamaru has way better kill potential compared to Deidara in 1v1 situations when they are sealed and whatnot. And yeah, basically this is the A tier done. So if you do have, again, any of these ninjas in A tier or above, yeah, like just they are the priority. They are the priority in your fortress. I'm gonna quickly go through B plus tier. Like as I said, Deidara he's still good. Don't get me wrong, he's still good. But I mean, these guys, in my opinion, are just a bit more threatening. Who else is in B plus for me? I guess Pain, because he can defense down you and kill you. It's just these guys can't kill you as quick as everyone in A tier and above, obviously. So that's why I put him in B plus tier. They're not as threatening, however, do not disrespect them, because they can still kill you. Orochimaru is another example of someone that you should put respect on, because he does have the potential to kill you. He can poison you as well and whatnot. And yeah, he's got iframes, just very, very annoying to deal with. Who else is? Oh yeah, Hiruzen. Hiruzen is not to be slept on as well. Damage over time. He's got his mud dragon turret that he puts down that keeps poking at you. Like he can do some dangerous damage. Killer Bee as well. Killer Bee has a bunch of iframes, triple iframe, and quite high attack to zap you and finish you off. However, I mean, I could put him higher in maybe A, but him having 3 iframes isn't that great because he is red. So if he just gets hit once, he's pretty much just boned. But yeah, Killer Bee is good. Who else can I put? Rin. Rin has the confusion as well as her kunais. And last but not least, Sarada. Again, those shotgun, when she spins around in a circle, still pretty threatening. A couple of the ninjas I'm going to put in this B tier, just because like they're good options, is like obviously Gaara. He's got a high amount of defense and it's just annoying. He'll waste chakra. Same with Hashirama. He can seal you as well. Where's Kakazu? Kakazu's here. He's just, again, these guys are more of just tanky, like annoying nuisances. They don't really have much kill potential, as in like you can't really be too scared about them killing you. But you know, they just can't. They're just there to just annoy and waste all your chakra. I forgot to put Sasori in the A tier, but their Sasori is. Who else am I missing? I mean, Sage Mode Naruto. He's got a bunch of iframes, can confuse you. And oh yeah, I put V1 Sasuke as well, because V1 Sasuke. Oh, and Tobirama. V1 Sasuke. He's just like, he can stun you, but I mean, he's got low attack. Well, he's got high attack, but he's got low shotgun jutsus. Like all these jutsus don't do that much damage, so he's not as threatening. But yeah, I mean, the rest of these, I mean, Conan as well. Quick put Conan in there. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, the rest of the ninjas down here are like, none of them have like too much threat. But these, oh wait, he does got damage over time. I mean, at this stage, you could argue anyone could be dragged into B tier. But from what you want to take from this, anyone in A tier and above is a priority. Yeah. So this is the final Outfield Fortress Defense tier list. Now, this video has definitely been going on for a very long time. However, I'm just going to quickly cover the final room defenders. I've already kind of pre-made it. Just going to go over real quick. Gaara and Rin. Gaara, you need the Sand Shell Jutsu. You cannot stress enough. I didn't make any templates, but I don't really feel like final room is too important. It's important, but it's not like the main focus. Like your main focus should be your outfield to kill everyone. But yeah, so Gaara, Rin are at the top of the tier because, you know, Rin's got the new ultimate that casts immediately with 10 seconds of invincibility. Gaara's got that annoying sand shell which he constantly spams, as well as a large team defense buff and annihilation resistance with his new ultimate. KLM, I mean, he's good outfield for the same reasons why he's good in the battlefield. Deidara with his instacast ultimate is actually a lot more efficient in the final room because he can always survive for a decent amount of time, especially with Rin. The combination of Rin and Deidara is just absolutely brutal. Madara, you know, triple iframes as well as high damage output with his shotgun. Itachi again, double iframes. You're gonna see a common theme. These boys have a lot of iframes or just crazy amounts of DPS. Shisui, team evasion buff and speed buff, which is crazy. Danzo, he's got slowdown, 2 jutsus. He's great for gate crash. Like Danzo's got really good gate crash counter measures, as well as Killer Bee. Killer Bee is great for countering gate crash, as well as the fact that he has like 3 iframe jutsus. Menace, absolute menace. And A+ tier. Now A+ tier is like, as you can see, the common theme. They can all stun. They can all stun on the gate crash, as well as have a chance to stun when some mains go in and just kill you with a high damaging jutsu. I do recommend Kabuto placed outfield because Kabuto is in double S tier for outfield. But I mean, if if you don't want to put Kabuto outfield and want to put him in battlefield, I guess you could. But yeah, Kabuto is good. Itachi again, MS shotgun. Wandering Ninja Sasuke, Shuriken, defense down, all that shenanigans. And then finally, to wrap off the A tier, we got just a bunch of people that are great at knocking down when people try to enter and teleport around. Sasori with that shotgun, Hokage Naruto with those clones. Hashirama can seal you and he can regular attack knock down you when people gate crash. These guys are also good anti-gate crashes. And then Shikamaru again with his insta cast ultimate and paralyzing jutsu that he can sometimes pull off. I've put B tier is just iframers. So like people like, you know, Minato, Conan, and like Neji. Like the list can go on and on and on. Like Hinata, like anyone who has an iframe is considered good in B tier just because of like their ability to time waste with the combination of Rin or whatnot. But I mean, I'd be here ages straggling everyone in B tier. So like B tier is just keep in mind a bunch of iframers or whatnot. And yeah, that is the quick final room tier list. Obviously you guys are more interested in the main outfield defense tier list, but yeah, these are the final lists. Comment down below what you think, and if you did enjoy this type of video where I showed you the recommended kits for said ninja, like bang, the double S tier right here and whatnot. Yeah, I definitely would like some feedback if you enjoy this type of content and this type of format. So yeah, like, comment and subscribe if you did enjoy the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.